Ladies and gentlemen, today the proposition side wants us not to be aggressive with terrorists. They want us to treat them as common civilians in our society. Ladies and gentlemen, the problem is exactly that. They are not common civilians in our society. That they have attacked, they broke the national security of the country, and that they broke international law. These are some of the reasons that why we have to treat them, why we have to give these suspects a trial in a military court and not in a civilian one. Well, today we, in the opposition side, presented to you with three arguments. So we first spoke about the fundamental similarities between an army and a terrorist group, and it was an argument that also the proposition represented in the other side. So ladies and gentlemen, we proved to you today that there are a lot of similarities and reasons that why they have to be why terrorists have to be judged in a military court. Ladies and gentlemen, as we mentioned, some of them want to represent the state. Some of them, most of them are organized. They have hierarchy. They have weapons. No, thank you. So we have to give them. We have to treat them as such because they are a threat to us. No, thank you, sir. Also, the first spoke about how these terrorists how we have to differentiate between the international and the national judicial system. How the terrorists break international law and why these, in the military courts they are prepared to treat this type of cases. No, thank you. After that, in the last page, we spoke about how, because of and why juries are not objective and there are many in times biased, and because ladies and gentlemen, the member of the jury knows that he or she could have been killed in a terrorist attack. They may think, I may have been that person, ladies and gentlemen. Another reason why they are biased in this case. Ladies and gentlemen, a serial killer may kill 20, 30, 100. No, terrorists kill hundreds, ladies and gentlemen. That's the point of this. And the impact, the media, the whole system is giving pressure to these people to make them guilty.
But that's right, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're trying to solve the problem just by getting them treating them just as if they were a military organization. Are you doing that?
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, we are. We want them to be afraid of military organizations because they are threatening a nation. Because as I mentioned before, they have been breaking international law. So after that, the proposition presents three arguments. As I mentioned before, that the nature of civilians versus the military, how they believe that they are different. But ladies and gentlemen, they really didn't prove to us today why they should be judged in the same courts. Also, they present to us in the first different argument was a nature of civilians versus military and a terrorist army. After that, I already talked about the consequences. About how, at the time we treat these poor terrorists in a civilian court, well, we're sending a message to the terrorist groups just to say that we are good people and we're giving them a fair trial. Listen, as I mentioned, we have to be aggressive. We cannot talk our cards and don't think we cannot talk our cards and say, oh, these poor people are having killed hundreds. We have to give them a cute trial so that they will feel a little bit more pressure. No, thank you. They will not change their attack. If they want to attack again, sadly, they will do. We have to give them, to tell them that they will be the best trial possible, and that if they are guilty, they will be punished, ladies and gentlemen. So there won't be huge consequences in the proposition case. The message about how good we are with them, well, at the end they will be in jail, right? So that huge message, they won't really pay attention to it. So we really possibly believe that, as Patty mentioned, that there were like to be 8 ideas. How we prove today that we have to treat these terrorist groups as an army, and we believe that the military trial is the best trial of all, the first possible trial of military. So the proposition today told us that they don't trust military. The military trials. They told us that, well, they will make they won't look to the evidence. They won't they won't be fair, ladies and gentlemen. But why do they don't trust the military trials and they trust the civil courts? If a terrorist attack, if a terrorist happens, a terrorist attack happens in a country, if they're both professionals, the prosecution would make the best of their work. Well, the difference about it is that, as I mentioned before, in the civilian courts they have this bias jury, and in the military we don't have it.
On that point, sir,
yes,
are you saying there would be no bias in the military court when you before that said that it was biased?
Sometimes, well, nothing is perfect in this case. Not civilian or military court will be completely 100% not biased at the same time. But we believe that, but the proposition today presents that the military court is more biased than the civilian court. That the prosecution in the military court wouldn't look at the evidence, as Paddy mentioned, and that they will declare it guilty before before the case proceeded. But we believe that it's not. We believe that we have to trust in the military courts because they look at the evidence, ladies and gentlemen, and they would make the best of the job. So we have to be more aggressive, as I mentioned, with these people. We look at the evidence in the military courts on the whole picture. We have to see that these people are not considered and are not citizens of this country, so they shouldn't be treated as that. Also, they broke the national security and the international law. These are some reasons why we have to treat them in the military courts. Why these people don't deserve a civilian court. They deserve a fair military court because they are not part of the system. As Jesus mentioned, no thank you. They broke the social contract. They don't know the social contract of this country, and they don't feel identified with it. They don't care about what happens in the country they attack, but they care about the benefits of their attack. So, ladies and gentlemen, because of the arguments that we mentioned in the opposition today about why there are fundamental similarities between terrorist groups and armies, as proved by the and that we have to separate the international and national judicial system in these cases, and that we have to give these terrorists the first possible trial, but a more aggressive one. Yes, a more aggressive because they have broken all of these ideas. They can end with some many ideas, and they have broke the international law and the national law. Because of these reasons, I like this out to